Ciao Bellas, and welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you're an OG. Either way, I am so glad you're here. Okay, so I have really fine natural hair, and if you have fine hair too, then you know how challenging it can be at times to get your hair into cute styles that require a little bit of volume. So I'm going to share with y'all some little tricks that I use and what I do, and I'm going to be sharing with you how I got my hair into this cute little high puff. We're gonna go through the struggle that it was, and we're gonna ultimately get to the victory that was had at the end of it. Okay, so here I'm actually taking down this style that I had. I had my hair in a low bun, and I added a couple clip-ins because, again, fine hair. So this was my little trick to get your bun to look a little fuller. And this is what my hair looks like without the clip-ins. I like to just run my hair under some nice warm water before I do anything, get it nice and saturated. And this day I decided I was going to just co-wash because I had just washed my hair like maybe 3 days before this. So I was just going to co-wash it and get it into this high puff style. So here I'm using the Taraji P. Henson. I want to say it was called Let It Rain or something. I'll link it down below. It's okay. I like it enough to keep using it. But I do think I'll maybe try something else after I run out of this. And I like to just go ahead and scrub my scalp with it. I use it to finger detangle. And yeah, I just work it all through my hair. And then here I was just adding a little water just to help give it a little more slip, just so my fingers could glide through a little easier. I like to finger detangle before I ever go in with any kind of hair tools, just because it makes it easier to catch knots and gently get them out, like right here, instead of raking through it with a comb and ripping your hair. Like I said, girl, my hair is already fine. It don't need no excuses to jump off my head and run away. So I try to be very, very gentle with my hair. And I like to make sure I get in there really good, all the way from root to tip, just to make sure I get as much detangling as I can with just my fingers. And then we rinse. Then for deep conditioner, I'm going in with this intensive conditioner by Pattern. Not my favorite, but it did okay. I like to work that from about mid shaft to ends. I don't really concentrate on my roots or my scalp, but if I have like leftover on my hands, then I'll kind of just rub it lightly across. But for the most part, I like to just focus mid shaft to the ends of my hair and make sure I get those coated really, really good before I wrap it up and take my shower and let it sit for a bit. Okay, now that that's had a chance to sit, then and only then do I go in with a hair tool. Here I'm going in with my Denman brush and just going through and detangling. Again, root to tip, just making sure I get that nice and detangled. And then, ooh, a ponytail check. She got some hang time, okay. And then just going in and rinsing that out. I was trying to give y'all a little length check here, but couldn't get it all in the camera. So yeah, it's somewhere around, I don't know, maybe shoulder blades, bra strap, something like that. And so then I go in with some leave-in conditioner. This is my favorite leave-in conditioner. I've been using it for years. It's by Camille Rose Naturals, and it's called the Moisture Milk. I really like it a lot. And then I've also been using this next product for years. It's by, I want to say the brand is Jessie Curl. Yeah. Rocking Ringlets. It just does a good job of coating my curls and giving them some definition. When I do wash and goes especially, I like to use that right before I go in with my gel. And this is a moment I started to realize that this robe was super heavy and I was going to need to blow dry my hair and wasn't sure if I was going to make it, but we move. So then I just take this down and start to kind of separate the curls back out. And this is when I'll start to go with my gel. I just do it in 2 sections, and in each section I kind of separate it out. I'm showing y'all I had to have a backup because I was almost out of my gel, but I just separate it out and go through and shingle in the gel in smaller sections. And that's just typically how I do any of my like wash and go styles, which this kind of is, because I'm just gonna wear my curls and let them dry naturally and put it up. So I go in with the same method, kind of small sections, put some gel starting at the ends, and then work it up into the roots. Y'all see how this curl was trying to play me? I had to like force it to act right and give me some curl. I've had a little bit of, I guess, heat training on my hair, girl, and just from like 2 straightening sessions. But anyway, we are rocking with what we got, and I continue to do this on the other side, small sections, and working the gel through. So I've always had fine hair, but I've started to notice that as I'm getting older, my hair is getting finer. And I've also noticed that as my hair gets longer, it gets finer. And that's usually why I end up just chopping it off every couple of years. Does that happen to anybody else? Y'all let me know in the comments down below. Also, because my hair is fine, I never really like how my curls look day 1 or even day 2, because they're usually very flat. And I'm starting to realize right here in this moment that I've never put my hair into a high puff right out of a wash and go. So yeah, we gonna see how this goes. I figured I would start by just putting my hair into the position that I ultimately knew I wanted to wear it in. So kind of brushing it up into position, and then using like a hair tie, looser hair tie, to just kind of hold it. And then I'm gonna go in with my blow dryer and just try to start drying the hair a little bit. I'm gonna use a diffuser, you'll see here in a minute, and just trying to figure out what the best method is to go about this. I was looking at it right there and I was like, I don't know how this is gonna come out, but we gonna keep going because we done committed to it now. Yeah, so here we are, just going in with the diffuser attachment and trying to like scrunch it up and get the curls to kind of form and see what we come up with, because girl, it was looking like a hot mess to me at this moment and I just was not sure. So this is what we were working with, and I was highly regretting my decision at this point. But again, we move. So I decided trying to diffuse it in the ponytail just didn't really make sense. So I started to just do it with it loose, trying to get in there, rough it up a little bit, because that's what's going to create some volume. When those curls are super defined and freshly washed, it just doesn't give what needs to be given. And again, you see my face, regret. Okay, so this is like 2 days later. I'm not even gonna lie. I wasn't going nowhere. I didn't do anything. My hair was just tied up like this for 2 days. But look, don't judge me, judge your mama, okay? I didn't have nothing to do, and I really was not anticipating that this was gonna come out very cute at all. So I wasn't in a rush to really style it or anything. But here I'm just going in with some oil and kind of scrunching it into my curls to loosen up that gel cast. And again, just roughing it up some to try and get some volume, get some texture in there, and just see what I could come up with to salvage this hairstyle, because I did have to go to work this morning. I was gonna have to go in with some more gel to get everything slick. So here I'm just going in and re-wetting just the perimeter of my hair so that it was a little more malleable. And then also going in with some oil, because I like to coat my hair with a little oil before I go in with gel. I just feel like it keeps the hair a little more healthy when you have a barrier between your hair and the gel. And then here I'm just like checking out, okay, maybe this might not be so bad now that I put a little texture in it. And yeah, just going in with gel all around. And then I'm gonna go in first with my boar bristle brush to kind of just brush the gel through. And then I went in with like a stiffer brush to smooth everything out. And then here I'm just using my fingers, as you saw. Again, just trying to get some texture, some lifts, and some volume in there. Okay, so now that I feel like I've gotten everything smoothed out like I need it, I'm going in with this like stocking. And this is a huge tip and trick when you have finer hair and you don't want to just use a ponytail holder because it just makes it look shrunken and bald. I like to use this. One, you can control the tension, so it's not pulling as much, because girl, my edges be ready to run away. And so I like to use this for less tension and to give the shape. I can create more of a shape with it. And girl, I was like, okay, I think we might have came up on something right here. It ain't looking too bad. And then I'm going in with my like hair toothbrush and I'm just combing out my edges, getting those in place where I want them. And then after that, I'm gonna go in with some gel to lay them down. Y'all see how hard I'm concentrating? Listen, laying them edges is serious business, baby. Okay, and then once I have it laid down like I go ahead and tie it up and go finish like doing my makeup, getting ready, all that good stuff. And then we take that off. Oh, listen, does anybody else have to do this? I don't care. My ears cannot be tied down for any amount of time or it makes them hurt so bad. So anyway, here I am just going in with a little bit of edge control and reinforcing what I did with the gel. I just find that it helps it stay laid down a little longer, especially in this Houston heat, baby, because look, it plays no games. And then I'm going in with my pick. This is another trick to just get as much volume as you possibly can when you have finer natural hair. If you pick it out and just, like just at the roots, you don't have to pick all the way through and like ruin all the curl pattern, but just enough to give it some lift. And yeah, look at the final result. I was happy with it. I feel like it came out super cute. So anyway, I truly enjoyed how this style came out. I only kept it in for a few days, but I enjoyed it while I had it. So if you enjoyed, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. And I'll see y'all in my next video. Ciao.